guten Erev Shabbos Kodesh. Parshas Vayeitzei, Tavshinayim Tes, 5779 from Yerushalayim Mir HaKodesh. You know, we all daven. We all try to daven 3 times a day. Don't we all want our tefillas to be answered when we talk to Hashem's Bar? We look for ways in which we could be zeicher that our tefillas are heard from it. Says the Radomsky Rebbe that we don't need to look. It teaches us we don't need to look further than the pasuk in Shir Ashir and Hashmini is Koilei. I hear your voice, Koilei Arev, and your voice is sweet. I know Ishvez, pay attention, we're going to talk about that tonight. Koilei Arev, what says the Radomsky Rebbe, it's not just because it's sweet. You know why it's sweet? Read it like this. Hashmini is Koilei Arev was because you're crying with a voice of responsibility. Call yourself a raven. Again, there you go again. Ein Resh Beis. Call yourself a raven Zebazeh. Every Jew in Klal Yisrael is responsible for the next. We do not live in a bubble, and we need to care for each other. See, this week's Parsha, discussing Tefillah, right? We learned from Yaakov Avinu, Vayifka, Bamokrim, Vayolim Shom. Stopped in this place, he rested over there. The Gemara, Mesachas Brachos and Tfilas HaShachar teaches us. From this pasuk we learned that Yaakov instituted the tefillah of Arvis, or Ma'ariv, or Arvis. Either way, you got that root of Ayin Resh Beis again. Yaakov Avinu understood this concept of responsibility, right? That his own children, the Shiftei Koh, had some strife amongst them. They were not, wasn't always easiest. So we all always got along. Yet, at the end of the day, Vayehi B'Shur Melech V'Sasev Rosh Hayom Yachad Shiftei Yisrael. We all come together. We all come together in the Erev, in the evening, when it's dark. Yaakov Avinu went to sleep with some stones around his head, under his head, depending on which chazal, which medrash you want to go with. But either way, there was some fighting amongst these stones. And we're not getting into that over here. But at the end of the day, the end of this night matter, they became one rock, one solid rock, which Chazal tell us later became the Mizbeach in the Beis HaMikdash. Avnei Kodesh. You know, for those of us that are Beinonim, when our din gets really closed out Hanukkah, really short, none of us feel really saying ourselves, Bin Arosha, was Nigza already. And none of us really have the ability to talk for ourselves and say, Ich bin a tzaddik. Don't worry, I'm good. Right? Din is totally until Zois Hanukkah. So In essence, we have a Yom Din coming up in about 2-3 weeks. Hanukkah, Oyer, Hanukkah. Says when we saw Salanter, in order to be Zeiche and Din, you need to be a person Sharabim, Tzrufim, like a person that people depend on. We need to be there for someone else. See, we talk about Daled Minim on Sukkot. So everyone talks about it, spends a lot of money, many dollars, and most of the time, rightfully so, on the most beautiful esrog, looking at it, this blood, that blood, this thing, maybe this is good. Very careful with the esrog. Love him, standing, looking, is this a dozen? You have to be motor aleph, nothing else. But when it comes to the arava, that's the cheapest thing. Sometimes the seller will tell you, don't worry, the price for the lulav, the esrog and a dozen, whatever, I'll throw you in the arrows for free. And you know, when they go back, they go bad, a little bit black, follow mine. Come back to me, I'll give you a new one. But that rough too long. Why the underdog? Why the treatment? Again, a rubber, ayin, reish, base. Says Mordechai ben Edad Nitro. Lulavim, Esrogim, Lulavim, Hadassim, and many dinim. There's many halachas that go into it. And in many, many cases, they come from fields very far away. And thus, they are given that chashivus. Harabas, on the other hand, many people grow in their backyard. They grow in their backyard, and therefore, you take it very for granted. There's much less effort that goes into it, and it's much less appreciated. Says here Mordechai Benet to look at that Rava, so this way it's the biggest mistake. See, many of us look at that Rava in the wrong light, because the reality is that at the end of the day in the Beis Hamikdash, at the end of the Yom Tif, after all is said and done, and it's time to walk around in Mizbeach. It's not the Esrogim, it's not the Lulavim, and it's not the Hadassim we walk around with. It's the Aravas. That is what we go around the Beis Hamikdash. That's what we're even. And then Shana Rabbah. That's what we have what we're doing with. You see, the Arava represents those nearest, those who are closest to us, the nearest and dearest, that we take for granted. Those, the underdogs, they rely on us to take care of them. And at the end of the day, we can have so much energy invested in so many various areas in our shiurim, in our learning, in our work, in our job, in the chesed that we're so busy with, all around. But what matters most, really, are the ones nearest and dearest to us. The question we need to ask ourselves when we want to be Mekayim, to be a person, Sharabim Tzrufim Road, these are the people closest to me, my spouse, my children, my parents, my siblings. Are they being taken care of? Physically, emotionally, financially, etc. So we're looking for the Rabbim who need us, to whom we are indispensable. We don't need really, usually we don't need to look too much further than our kitchen table or the one we grew up on. And Mordechai Shapiro, well, from Florida, teaches, said over the following. He said that the very word of Chrayis, which really means responsibility, Chrayis teaches us how to, the word itself teaches us how to take responsibility. Let's break it down. Aleph means echad, one. I have to take care of myself. The one person, I have to take care of myself and make sure I'm taken care of. Once I know that I'm taken care of and take care of that I'm responsible for myself, I have to realize that the next one is ches. Aleph ches is my brother. Those aravas, those nearest and closest and dearest to us. I have to make sure that they are taken care of. Once I know that, then the next letter is Reish Acher. Aleph Ches Reish is Acher. Others. And I could take another person under my wing, make sure he's taken care of and being helped. The next letter is Yud. Acharai. We have to live by an example that's telling people, look, I'm genuine, I'm the real deal. You can follow my example. You can follow me. It's real. I'm genuine. Aleph Ches Reish Yud Vav is Acharov. We have to live our lives. We have to take responsibility to the level that people look at us and say, I want to be like that guy. I want to follow him. The next letter, Sov, is Aleph the Tough teaches us that when we're taking care of those that are closest to us, the Aravas, the others that are in our realm that are relying on us, that are following us, we have to take care of them. We have to show them a life that's Aleph the Tough. It's not enough to, to do a half-baked job. We have to do everything in our power. To take care of those that are depending on us. Now, friends, I'm about to say something I've never seen anywhere, so take it as that, okay? But this is what occurred to me. Avraham Avinu, so to speak, was the first one to wake up. Wake up in the morning and realize it's a new day. He realized there's a Borei Olam in the world. And that the Rebbeinu Shalom is Mechadesh B'Tuva B'Hoyim direct. Those words come from Shabbos. Avraham Avinu's tefillah was Messiah. Because Avraham Avinu's tefillah is, the pasuk tells us, Vayashkem Avram B'Boker El Hamokim Asher Amad Sham. He came to that place, and that's where he stood his ground. There's a certain level of emunah we need to learn from Avraham Avinu. That when davening in the morning, tefillah is Rebbeinu Shalom. Yesterday was a hard day. Okay, kibalti. Whatever reason I had to go through that, I did. Aval Rebbeinu Shalom, you're the one who's mechadesh b'tuvah b'chol yom tamid ma'asim v'rishos. You're the Bari Olam, you created the world and you're recreating it every single day. Therefore, Ribono Shel Olam, I need you to arrange things for me today. So today's going to be a good day. I'll be successful. That's the good of Avraham Avinu. That every morning, no matter how many misyonis, because Papa through his way, no matter how many times the bowling ball came down the lane, stood up, the pins were right standing in the same place. Ribono Shel Olam, I got knocked down yesterday, but today, since you're the Mechadesh B'Tuvay, work it out for me. And that's an akud of Shachas. Yitzchak takes it to another level and he says, I don't have to ask Ribono Shel Olam for anything. The pasuk, when talking about from where we learned that Yitzchak was Mesakin to his mincha, the pasuk tells us, Vayeitzei Yitzchak l'suach basada. He's just going to talk in the field, in the middle of whatever I'm doing, in the middle of the day, mid-afternoon. Ribono Shel Olam, I got to tell you what's on my mind. You talk to Hashem. What's on your mind? What you're feeling. And that's the Bechina of Yitzchak. We really don't know from the Chumash so much about Yitzchak Avinu. There's a few things we know. Yitzchak was that Vayeitzei was so. He spoke his mind to Hashem. Yaakov comes with a new book. Yaakov comes with his Chiddush, and Yaakov says, in the Erev again, I know your face. In the evening, when it's dark, it's not only dark for me, it's dark for someone else. When I'm going through a hard time, I know I'm not the only one going through this. It's not just me. And for whatever reason, the Ribono Shel Olam put me through this, it's so perhaps I can understand and help others going through similar situations in life. And he's misaking this tefillah of arvus, the tefillah of crying out of responsibility for other people. And his conversation is Ribono Shel Olam. I tried to help this person going through whatever this is. I did my hishtadlus, but now it's on you. You need to take care of it because he needs your help. That's a cry of Christ. That's a cry of Arivus. That's a cry of Arivus. Now, when it comes to Tefillah, Gemara says, Tefillah is Arivus. Not like this, do I have to take it in this definition? Do I have to daven for someone else? You know what? That's the Gemara. We'll leave that for the Gemara to decide that. I love it to decide that. But if we want the school to have our tefillahs listen to, even when we're davening for ourselves, we want our tefillahs answered when we're davening for ourselves. The Radomsky Rebbe says, you want your tefillahs answered. Here's a good idea. Daven with a sense of responsibility for someone else. Someone else could be the nearest and dearest to us. When they're taken care of, then we take on other people. We sort of expand our family in that sense. Sure. They're taken care of in that era, in that darkness. We have the awareness. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it funny? Usually, in tragedy, all of Israel comes together in the darkness. Ever, awareness. Daven for the Yom Shekulei Or. Yom full of light, the day full of light, or Mashiach, Tzidkenu, when there'll be no more darkness. I mean, we're not going to have night. No, there'll be a night, but it won't be. It'll be Kulei Or. There won't be darkness. There won't be any doubt. There won't be that suffering. There won't be that anguish. People won't be in pain. They won't be living in an abyss of darkness. In the Hera, the Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for listening. As always, any questions, comments, or feedback, you can leave them in the comment section below.